I found out that there's no need in being jealous of people, and it's very rare when I'm jealous because my mother actually taught me from a young age how to deal with jealousy when it came up. And in short, for anyone that's trying to learn, I'm gonna drop this here, is what I teach is that jealousy in its very root is the same as zealous or zeal. And if you could reframe the way you see jealousy and use it more so as a tool versus saying in this self-deprecating feeling that, take you down and down and down the tube and you're feeling like shit and stuff and you're shaming yourself for it, use it as a tool. It's not necessarily that you want whatever somebody else got, but you want the intangible. And so I've always used jealousy. And one of the things I teach even within my program is jealousy is a way of praying too. When you want something from life, when you desire something, the stronger the ask is, and it could come in the form of jealousy, it can be brought to you. The only difference is that when the ask is done under like negative with I don't want to say negative energy, but is there such thing as negative energy if everything is just a means to an end? That's another story for another time. But stay on the topic, Joey. Jealousy is a desire. It's a strong call and ask of a desire. And the thing about, just God and creation and source is that God don't really like is an ask is an ask is an ask. It doesn't matter if you say it outward verbally, if you think about it, if you look at somebody else and you get inspired, or if you look at somebody and you feel jealous. An ask is an ask is an ask. And actually, people who are jealous usually get the thing they want in, the actual thing, because they think that's what they want. But if they would recognize and channel that energy into seeing that it's the intangible, then they're going to get to experience more of the intangible versus the actual thing, because they usually get the thing and then they don't take care of it, or they lose it because they weren't ready to hold it. This is why jealousy is such a powerful tool too. If you really use jealousy and it's just for things, yeah, you're going to get the things. You will manifest it that way, but you might get it through chaos and you might lose it. I was trying to say is that one of the things that I learned this morning is that when I feel jealous, because jealousy was coming up around a certain thing, it's not so much that I am jealous. Things I noticed is that I wasn't able to transmute the jealousy in the way that I learned, which is the fact that I was telling you before I went on a tangent, is that jealousy and zeal is the same, has the same physiological response in your body and stuff like that, right? And so if you could really just observe those feelings long enough, it goes from jealousy to zeal. And then you make that thing a goal of yours or a desire of yours, and you channel it in a positive way. Able to do that. When that feeling of what I observed was jealousy, I wasn't able to observe it because it's not like the person had something that I wanted. They absolutely did not. What happened was a reframing of some sort. May not even know where it come from. All I was told to do is go on a walk. I went on the walk and the reframe came up. And what the reframe was like is it isn't so much it's anger from me, because it feels like a betrayal in a sense, because the only reason why I'm mirroring the emotion of jealousy because it came from the person first, if that makes sense. And one of the things I'm seeing is that the person, even the person that in question, isn't even so much so jealous of me or things that I have, but some of my goals, right? And stuff like that. And one of the things that break down for me is that, you know what? It's because even when I don't have the thing yet, right? When that person verbalize it, that they also want that thing. And this has been something that's happened multiple times across my life with this specific person. It's like a cycle. And that's what I was called to today, is to break that cycle. And I did. Is when that person is making me goal theirs and they get the thing that I want before me. It happens in a way where there's a lot of chaos is involved, one of the things. And it's because they don't really want the things that I want or the goals that I want. They want the ease attached to it. And they see a blessing on me that cannot be duplicated in a sense. And so what that brought me to is like, oh, why am I jealous of someone obtaining something if there's also enough for me too? And just understanding that the fact that this person has made that a goal of theirs in some way even if it's through jealousy and they're obtaining it. You cannot be jealous of something someone else's have if you don't see them, if you're not able to see them having it. And so I'm like, you're able to see my vision? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's because it is done. It is done. Everything I want is actually mine, and there's more than enough to share with everybody. So, girl. So, girl, just want to have fun. And if everyone else want to have fun also, even if it doesn't look the same, it's like I have a light that's not duplicable. And that's also what do you call it? Like a compliment. So what am I jealous of? Nothing. It's like, oh, you want that too? Good for you. You should have it too. There's more than enough. And then you could also, like, on that end, but then on me, it's also, you're not having compassion and understanding where people motive and stuff come from. Is having compassion. So that played a part in it. It's not only the thing like, oh my God, I already have everything that I desire. And you can see it. Even if I can't see it. But it's also that, and the flip side of that is like, oh, poor baby. I'm having compassion for people. But also, this is where boundaries, the role of boundaries coming deep is also to be very, very protective around your knowledge. Be very protective around the desires that you have. Because y'all got to understand, I stress it all the time. The word desire is 2 words. From, prefix D is from. Sire is to procreate with a male ear or male parent. Or sire, like, what's up, sire? It's like, what's up, king? It's from the king. It's from your consciousness, from intuitive. And so when you have these dreams, when you have the desires, there's people, when you share this stuff to it prematurely, there's people who cannot hold that dream or vision or cannot understand it in the world, do not see it in the light that you're doing. You have to be very, very, very cognizant about what you're sharing with people and when you're sharing it. Because it's not even that you're doing it to brag. Because for me, like, I'm not... I wouldn't say like I'm a braggy person. I'm not, actually. I'm not a braggy person. I'm not a jealous person. And I what I'm realizing is that just this knowledge that I have, that I'm about to share with you in the series of these rapid fire questions, it's not to be taken for granted. I think Matthew 7 talks about it too. And this was something, it's funny how, like, it's just, life is all about remembering until it finally clicks and you can embody the knowledge or the thing, the healing, whatever. But Matthew 7 talk about the fact that you do not throw your pearls to pigs, because they will trample on the pearls. This is your knowledge. This is your desires. They will trample it and then attack you, because you don't get to... Even though you have a certain intention when you communicate to people, people can only hear you at the capacity to their healing. And so you don't get to dictate what the message sound like. Okay? And so to tell people truth, desire, things, your intuition, things that fell on your hat, is like, you think you're doing something in helping people to get to where they need to get to in life. You think you're doing something where it's not even so. Yeah, you think you're helping, but it's actually hurting people, because you're giving people what you think they want versus what they need. And sometimes silence is better than sharing. I don't know. I think I could have said something probably better in there, but like, yeah, sometimes silence is better than sharing. Embodiment and you just being and living your life with joy and excitement is better than sharing and narrating your life, because then your abundance take away from people's ability to focus on their life, right? And your abundance instead shines light on their scarcity. Even with like family members and stuff, it's very important that you protect the gift. You protect your knowledge. But yeah, let's get into these rapid fire questions. Okay. First question, let's do like a human moment. This morning, was it a coffee, tea, or green juice kind of morning? Neither. It was I completely let my ego win morning. It was. I completely let my ego win. I felt disgusting. And so you know what I did? I went on a walk and I chugged a fucking energy drink. And now I feel good. I've been restored. And that's the thing is when even on your journey, when you don't feel like it, you have to trust your masculine energy to embody the version of you, to hold your feminine version to form, to allow your feminine version to feel shame, to feel embarrassed, the embarrassment that comes from, playing too deep in your ego and letting your ego have this illusionary control. The whole point is to, even when you don't feel like it, you allow your masculine, you do an activity that allow your masculine to take charge and to bring you back together, to hold you together once you're falling apart. And that was what walking was like for me, is that I went out there without my phone. I walk around the block a few times. And the whole point of that was, my gosh, I've let myself go. I feel embarrassed, but you know what? I love myself enough, right? This is why your inner voice is important. It's like, Joey, it's okay to feel shame. It's okay to feel embarrassed because you let your ego run loose a little bit. Let's go on a walk. Let's go on a walk. No expectations. Actually, I doubted the walk would help. And that's the thing, is every time, especially when your feminine is very, oh, I'm falling apart, poor me. You're gonna feel like, oh fuck, like it's the end of the world. I just suck, all of this stuff. But you gotta force yourself, you gotta trust your masculine to put yourself together. Whatever your body is telling you to do to move, to get out of your funk, this is how you get out of depression, funks and stuff. Do it. If your body telling you to get up and clean, it seems bleak, it seems like cleaning your house ain't gonna help. Lord, you don't understand what's going on in my life with money, with this or what have you. You have to trust your masculine enough, and it will tell you exactly what to do. Mine was a walk. Yours might be to go listen to music. Yours might be to go ground. Yours might be to go, I don't know, to a different city, to go to a coffee shop, whatever. You got to trust your masculine, because, and you're going to detach either way, because first of all, you're thinking it's the end of the world. But every single time when you do what your masculine is calling you to do, especially in the moments where you feel like you're falling apart, it always reminds you who the hell you be and keeps you as firm.